Jake Browning.
Yeah, Jake Browning. Your kid met him, right? You said.
Yeah, so this funny story.
Yeah,
My son, my youngest, is a aspiring QB for youth football. So we took him to a few football camps, and Jake Browning and the Folsom Bulldogs put one on. It's free to the public, and you get to meet some current NFL players. And one of them was Jake Browning, and we did our whole thing and tossed around the football, and we're hanging out afterwards because we were with some people. And Jake's down at the other end where me and my son are playing catch, and he's picking up cones and stuff. And my son decides, hey, Jake, I wanted to tell you something. And Jake's like, he's a much respectful guy. Like, you would not, if you met Jake just walking through and you didn't know him, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. That's what's cool about him. He comes walking, he's like, what's up, bud? And he's like, I didn't mean to tell you this. Well, I wanted to tell you this, but I wanted to wait till the end so you're not mad. But I'm not a Bengals fan. Straight to his face. And Jake's like, well, that's okay. He's like, who do you like? I like the Bills. He goes, Josh Allen's is a heck of a football player. He's good. He's like, but just to let you know, I think the last 2 times we met in playoffs, we beat him. And I'm like, wow.
He made sure to get that in.
I like that he threw that little dig in there.
Yeah.
And then he instantly threw Dad under the bus by saying, well, that's okay, Jake. My dad's a Raider fan.
Yeah.
But it was cool to stand face to face with the guy and chit chat. And now he's in there slinging the football and winning games. It's pretty cool to relate.
I hope so.
And he's going to get a big opportunity here, right? This is probably his last season in Cincinnati, no matter what.
No way. No way. He was, so you got to think what Cincinnati did a couple years ago. 2 years ago when Burrow goes down with that injury of his wrist, Jake Browning comes in and he balls out.
Yeah.
He actually balls out, right? Mm-hmm. And at that point, they signed him to an extension of a 3-year extension to keep him as a backup because he's done so well.
Right.
This is a perfect guy to have as your backup in Cincy. He's established. He can run the offense. And he did it yesterday. Burrow goes down, and he comes from behind and wins the game for them.
So you're saying they locked him up preemptively a few years ago?
I think they locked him up knowing what they had.
I don't know anything about his contract, so that would be kind of smart, No,
yeah.
I heard something interesting about Browning, and they said that
they still might trade him though, because he's probably worth a lot for trade value, right? I mean, if he has a good season this year.
Yeah, I mean, if his contract's done this year,
because he's gonna play so many games. It's not gonna be like before where he just plays like a handful, because that can be iffy. Yeah. And guys in the NFL, they know they've been burned by that. Like like Matt Flynn, where he starts like 2-3 games and he does really good, or however many Matt Flynn started. But this guy's gonna start a whole season. Yeah. So if he's good, just like Darnold, I would imagine.
So actually, this is his contract here. He signed a 2-year contract in 2024.
Yeah, so he's gonna ball out, baby.
He's making a fat meal.
Well, and I watched a lot of that game because it was on Red Zone a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, he made it look easy. Like, he had been doing it for years. And Burrow, I see struggles with Burrow. He's good. The dude's a baller.
Dude.
But Browning made it look easy.
He's
been doing it for years.
So, yeah. So, speaking of,
sometimes I think it's easier to, like, sit behind. Like, you're sitting behind Burrow. You're never going to play, right? Except for if Burrow's injured.
Yeah.
And then when he's injured, right? There's not the guy behind you really isn't going to get play. You know what I mean?
I was at the game when Purdy started playing against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
When he came out, Purdy just he ran that offense like he'd been doing it for years.
Here's a crazy stat, you guys, because like you said, Jake Browning, he is a local boy considered for us. Yes. He's from Folsom.
Yeah, he is. Wow.
He is a national career record touchdown passes in high school. Coming out of Folsom, 229 touchdown passes during his high school career. For a single season record in 2014 of 91 touchdown passes. This guy went to Washington out of Folsom, and he tore it up in Washington too.
I feel like I remember.
I am more stunned that he hasn't got that opportunity.
Right.
That has taken him this long to get to where he's at in the professionals. And I think this could be a year that really shines. He did it 2 years ago when Burrow goes down, and he holds the team together. If he can show this year that he can do it again with a decent defense, I mean, they're 2-0 now. When was the last time Cincinnati's been 2-0 to start the season? The last 5 years?
They did win the game yesterday.
They did. Yeah,
they did win the game.
He had three interceptions, but then he came back. He adjusted and fixed it.
Yeah. And he scored the winning touchdown.
They're not out of it at all.
No.
I mean, we just don't. And the sky's really the limit for this kid.
This
kid could be the next Tom Brady. I mean, not.
Well, he's been in the
league. He could be a really good quarterback.
He's the next Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he could be the next Brock Purdy for sure.
Current NFL players, and one of them was Jake Browning, and we did our whole thing and tossed around the football, and we're hanging out afterwards because we were with some people. And Jake's down at the other end where me and my son are playing catch, and he's picking up cones and stuff.